How we doing?
Today we're talking about the Canon EOS R5. The plan is I'm gonna meet up with 2 other YouTubers and we're gonna make some videos together. But since we're in this time of crazy quarantine and isolation, I'm coming with protection. I also brought extra gloves for one of the other guys to fight over, or they each get 1 glove. We'll decide on that when we get there. Fix my camera. Now skip to this timestamp here if you're tired of seeing YouTubers make coffee. Howdy boys!
What are you wearing?
I'm staying clean, baby.
You ain't wearing a mask, man.
All right, guys, we're gonna talk about the EOS R5 and what we know about it so far. It's a little toasty. I'm gonna leave the gloves on because I don't trust Connor's sanitation, but I'm getting rid of this. I'm getting rid of this thing. All right. And we're good to go. 1 glove.
Oh. Thank you.
A death by Coronis. You guys are not utilizing the gloves properly.
I got it. This is it.
And the first thing I want to mention is that it shoots 8K up to 30 frames per second.
I thought your first note was that it's Canon.
The first thing that we want to talk about is that it is a Canon camera. 8K up to 30 frames per second with no crop on the full frame, which is gonna be pretty sick. So the next thing that we know for sure about the R5, the dual pixel. Canon has confirmed that dual pixel autofocus is gonna work in all 8K modes. And what does this all 8K modes thing mean? Well, it could mean anamorphic maybe, that'd be kind of sweet, or time lapse hopefully. We have enough pixels to do some awesome time lapses. So we're just gonna see what other 8K modes we get.
So another thing that is confirmed with the Canon R5 is that it's going to have animal eye AF.
Eye of the tiger?
Literally, it will be able to capture the eye of the tiger, lock onto that little sucker. This is really cool because this is something that Sony implemented first, which has kind of been a lacking feature in Canon cameras, and it's nice to see them taking advantage of what Sony's done and implementing it into their own cameras.
So the next thing we know definitely about the Canon R5 is that it has IBIS.
That's really exciting because I'm trying to think of what Canon camera has had IBIS in it.
So is this the first Canon camera with IBIS?
As far as I know, yes. If it's true IBIS, that's going to be absolutely amazing.
Right now on the X-T3, this is not IBIS, so it's kind of shaky. It's a little bit distracting sometimes if you're vlogging. So just having that little bit of smoothness in the image is gonna help a ton. Connor's going pee. So the next thing that we know is that it's gonna have a humongo price tag. Mostly just guess though.
Yeah, it is a guess, but if we base our guess off of existing Canon cameras, we can get a somewhat decent idea what the price is actually gonna be. So the Canon EOS R was $2,300 body only. The 1DX Mark III is $6,500 body only. And also, if we consider that Canon just announced that the R5 is the mirrorless 5D, honestly, I say this camera is gonna be anywhere between $4,000 and $6,000.
But I think it will be around 4,000 because I think they're gonna kind of try to compete with the Panasonic S1H, as well as these cars that are gonna drive into the shot. Listen, everybody.
Talk about great timing. That was like on cue.
That was perfect. So when I first got my very first Canon DSLR, the T5i, I really enjoyed it. I had a great experience. Then I moved to the 70D and really liked it. But eventually other companies came out with other cameras that had way better specs at lower prices. So I just kind of moved on from Canon. But this could be but this could be Canon's next, but this camera, the Canon R5, could be Canon's next revolution. Just like when they dropped the dank-ass 5D Mark II a long time ago. Suddenly we were shooting creamy vids with blurry backgrounds on a camera that did not cost $50,000. Right, Connor? Tell them I'm right.
He's wrong.
Look at these boys taking pics back here. This is what YouTubers do. We just make thumbnails with stupid faces. So as much as the R5 seems like it's gonna sit on a throne above the other mirrorless cameras, do we actually need 8K? Well, there are a bunch of good reasons to have 8K. If you're doing a lot of VFX work, all those extra pixels helps. If you need to zoom in a lot in post, you have a ton of room there. I'm slightly worried that 8K in the R5 is kind of just an overhyped marketing scheme. I hope that I'm wrong and that the 8K is just a really cool side feature to a camera that has balling regular features. That's what we need from a Canon camera. Featured, spec'd out, and then 8K on the side as like a cool little treat.
How we doing, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please wear your doctor gloves, like and subscribe, and check out Connor's video right here. Patreon, send your money to Zachariah. He needs it. Subscribe down below or right here, one of these things. And I don't know if you want to, go check out my channel. Wow, it's sun. All right, well, y'all have a good night, day, whatever it is, whether you're Tokyo, Japan, or Taiwan.